will start this meeting by observing a moment of silence, please. I'd like to call this meeting to order. We will start with our mission statement. All right, this is a regular meeting with executive session of the Board of School Trustees of the Lake Ridge New Tech School, Lake County, Indiana, April 14, 2025 at 6:17 p.m. in the Lake Ridge School Board meeting room. Let the record show that all the board members and the superintendent are present. Let the record show the administrators that are present. Consider the attached accounts payable vouchers in the March 14th and 28th, 2025 payrolls for payment. May I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Buckley. May I have a second, please? Second by Ms. Mead. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 5 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carries. Next, I'd like to move to consider the Treasury Report as of January 31st and February 28th, 2025. May I have a motion?
A motion to consider the Treasury Report.
Motion by Mr. Bacon. May I have a second? Second by Mr. Buckley. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 5 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carried. Next, we'll move to consider the Old National Athletic Complex Donation Fund Treasury Report as of January 31 and February 28 of 2025. May I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Buckley. May I have a second?
I second it.
Second by Mr. Bacon. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 5 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carried. Next, we'll move to consider the Old National Self-Insurance Fund Treasury Report as of January 31 and February 28, 2025. May I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to consider the Old National Self-Insurance Treasury Fund report.
Okay, motion by Mr. Bacon. May I have a second? Second by Mr. Buckley. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 5 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carried. Consider the minutes of the March 10th, 2025 school board meeting. May I have a motion? Motion by Ms. Neese. May I have a second? Second by Mr. Buckley. Any questions or comments? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
5 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carries. Next, we're going to move on to public comment. Public comment should remain respectful for everyone. There is a 3-minute time limit. We will not discuss personnel issues or student issues. Please come up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. If you find that your questions or concerns are not answered in this meeting, you are free to schedule one with Dr. Shirley. Please see Ms. Acevedo to schedule an appointment. We have Ms. Lucy signed in. Please come up to the, you may have a seat as well. Thank you. You can have a seat right there. Yep, thank you. Is not working? Okay. Well, we got to be able to, so the people that are on the community compared on YouTube. Is it not working? Yes, it is. Can you hear me? Yes? No? No? Yes? Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm Lucy Sabowski. I'm just a resident of Lake Ridge. And I wanted to thank Ms. Trevino for helping me as well as Ms. Osteen for considering I was here back in November. First, let me apologize. I haven't been here for a while. I haven't been here since the December meeting because my mother had surgery and then my daughter had a baby. And so I'm just getting back into circulation the last couple of weeks. So good to be back. I have watched you online and I've been praying for all of you as I always do. But I did want to thank Mr. Reno as well as Ms. Osteen for considering when I brought in December this new curriculum, a very exciting curriculum that can be used for our junior high, for our middle school as well as our high school for the health class. I'm hoping that it'll be considered. Mr. Regan Johnson very kindly came to the workshop that we had last Thursday. There was another one that was back then in December, but I don't believe he was able to go. Plus, I wanted all the board members to be aware of what I was giving him to check out. So he did attend, and I hope that he'll report to you about this curriculum and that you'll take advantage of it. I'm very much in favor of what's going on in the schools, and I do want to be a help as I can. And so I do appreciate that, and I appreciate all of you. Just want to let you know.
Thank you for your time and thank you for that information. Thank you. Okay. Miss Lucy I don't want to pronounce your last name because I'm afraid I'll say it. But thank you for for the information you gave us, Miss Lucy. Thank you. Okay, no one else did sign in, so we can go ahead and move on to your report, Dr. Shirley.
Thank you, and good evening. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate it. We start off with our goal areas. Academics, all learners will continuously demonstrate academic growth. Safety, we will provide a safe and secure learning environment for all. Equity, we will provide a positive, inclusive, and equitable environment for all. Goal area 4, communication, we will improve communication and strengthen relationships both internally and externally. And goal area 5, finances, we will advocate to increase the financial resources of the corporation to provide an outstanding school environment and opportunities for our students, staff, and community. Starting off with professional development, we recommend Mr. Regan Johnson, Linda Hoback, and Jen Dashbat attend the WVEC Wabash Valley Education Center Multilingual Spring Mini Conference on May 7, 2025 in West Lafayette, Indiana, with expenses paid from the EL Fund. We recommend Kate Herron virtually attend the College Board AP Walton APSI Summer Institute on June 23rd through June 26th with expenses paid from Title IIA Fund. We recommend Kay Herron and Martha Murphy attend the Next Tech and Computer Science Teacher Association Computer Science Professional Development Week 2025 on June 16th through the 20th, 2025 in Bloomington, Indiana with expenses paid from the Title IIA Fund. We recommend Rachel Neiman and Melissa Klon attend the NISEC Northern Indiana Educational Service Center Crisis Prevention Institute training on April 23rd, 2025 in Mishawaka, Indiana with expenses paid from the Title IV Fund. We are recommending Kyle Stephen and Araceli Mendoza attend the Crisis Prevention Institute CPI Nonviolent Crisis Intervention Training Seminar on May 6th through the 8th, 2025 in Joliet, Illinois with expenses paid from the Title IV Fund. We recommend Regan Johnson attend the IDOE Indiana Department of Education Title Con on April 16th through the 17th, 2025 in Indianapolis, Indiana with expenses paid from the Title I Fund. We recommend Dr. Shirley, Cynthia Mose-Trevino, Robert Wilson, Aaron Carter, Ray Lopez, Andrew Fentress, Michael Miller, Keon Clark, Jonathan Wanunu, and Eric Johnson attend the OAPSE, Ohio Alliance of Black School Educators Midwest Annual Regional Conference on April 24th through the 26th, 2025 in Columbus, Ohio with expenses paid from the Title IIA Fund. Recommend approving the professional development items.
Motion by Mr. Deal. May I have a second? Second by Ms. Heath. Any questions or comments? I have a comment. If you're submitting a professional development request, please make sure it is submitted professionally. A lot of whiteouts, a lot of scratches, sometimes make them hard to read them. If we're gonna pay for your professional development, again, the paper should look professional. Okay, thank you. Any more questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. 5 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carried.
Lee's resignation and employment. All new employment to Lake Ridge New Tech Schools is contingent upon a cleared expanded criminal history background check within 30 days and a cleared expanded child protection index check within 60 days of effective date. This is Indiana Code 20-26-2-1.5 and Indiana Code 20-26-2-1.3. We recommend accepting Jillian Johnson's termination from the instructional aide position at Lake Ridge New Tech Middle School effective February 12, 2025. We recommend accepting Lana O'Neill's resignation from the EL teacher position at Calumet New Tech High School effective March 14, 2025. We are recommending accepting Maria DePalo resignation from the school counselor position at Longfellow New Tech Elementary effective March 9, 2025. We recommend accepting Stephanie Shelbourne's termination from the instructional aide position at Longfellow New Tech Elementary School. We recommend accepting William Wood's resignation from the bookkeeper position at Longfellow New Tech Elementary School effective April 17, 2025. We recommend accepting Wendy Brown's retirement request for the math teacher position at Lake Ridge New Tech Middle School effective June 3, 2025. We recommend accepting Karen Lee's retirement request from the math teacher position at Calumet New Tech High School. We recommend Arthur Turner be employed as an instructional aide at Lake Ridge New Tech Middle School effective March 31, 2025. We recommend Marcus Peterson be employed as a student supervisor at Longfellow New Tech Elementary School effective April 15, 2025. We recommend Danisha Johnson be approved as a student supervisor at Longfellow New Tech Elementary School effective April 15, 2025. Recommend approval of the Lee's resignation and employment items.
May I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Deal. May I have a second? Second by Ms. Lee. Any questions or comments?
I have a comment. Ms. Wendy Brown and Miss Karen Lee, they have been with the district for a long, long time. They are truly been committed to educating our children, and we wish them well as they embark on their retirement. We will have more as the year go on to celebrate their retirement. So we just want to let everybody know they will truly be missed. They've been longtime teachers. Some of you probably had one or the other, maybe.
I also have a comment. Mrs. Brown's retirement letter was very heartfelt. And it does go to show that our people come here and they do love it and they stay for a long time. Same with Miss Lee's retirement. They both were very heartfelt and they both will deeply be missed. Our math department's going to be taking a big hit. So, okay, are there any more questions or comments? Okay. All in favor? Aye. 5 yeas, 0 nays. Motion carries.
Thank you. Moving into new business, we are recommending acknowledging the receipt of excessive educational fund transfer notice. We recommend approving a purchase order of over $10,000 for the purchase of digital replacement signs. We recommend approving a purchase order of over $10,000 for the purchase of Calumet New Tech High School auditorium projector and screens. We recommend approving the attached donations made to the Lake Ridge Schools Visual and Performing Arts Program for February 2025 via event link. We recommend approving the 2025-2026 school calendar. We recommend approving the 1003 flexibility waiver. We recommend approving the following fundraisers at Lake Ridge New Tech Middle School. April 16, 2025, Culver's Give Back the Track for the track and field account. April 15, 2025 to April 22nd, 2025. Mrs. Fields Cookie Dough Sales for the track and field account. April 15, 2025 to May 9, 2025. Spring 2025 instrumental concert tickets for the music performance SFW account. April 15, 2025 to May 9, 2025, spring 2025 performance ticket sales for the music performance SFW account. May 17, 2025, community dodgeball tournament ticket sales for the 8th grade account. We recommend approving the following donations at Calumet New Tech High School. March 19, 2025, check donation $500 from professional data analysts to the student general account. March 31st, 2025, cash donations of $19 from various Butter Braid customers. Recommend approval of the new business items.
May I have a motion? Motion by Mr. Buckley. May I have a second? Second by Mr. Deal. Any questions or comments?
I would just like to thank all that donate to our schools. They can donate anywhere, they show our.
So we appreciate that.
I do have a question. I do know the answer, but I would just like it on the record for the community. Who is paying for item B, the purchase order over $10,000, Mr. Wilkerson? Is that
Certainly, so Ms. Osteen, the purchase order for the New Tech, the auditorium projector and screens, that is coming out of the construction fund from the sale of the lease rental bonds.
Okay. Okay. I just thought some of it was coming from it said Northwest Indiana Education Service Center was paying for something.
No, so the procurement of the projector and screens was made in conjunction with the service center. They help us find the most cost-effective purchases of items for equipment.
Absolutely read that wrong. All right, thank you. That's the only question I have. Are there any more questions or comments? Okay, all in favor? Aye. 5 yeas, 0 nays, motion carried. There you have it. Okay, we're gonna go with our closing comments. Mr. Buckley.
I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. Thank you. Thank you. Just wishing Ms. Brown and Ms. Lee very wonderful retirement. I know that, to echo what Dr. Shirley said, they've been here a long time, and their experience will be missed. So with that, I wish you all a good evening and have a good night.
Thank you, Mr. Buckley. Ms. Neese.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. I almost swallowed that piece again.
I'm really careful.
The two that are retiring, I hope they enjoy their retirement, but maybe they'll come back instead. And want to say I'm still super tired from all the things we've been doing this last week. I enjoyed the trip. A lot of good seminars that we attended. Then of course the retreat was really great this weekend. I really enjoyed that. I get to know more people that I didn't realize I didn't know, so it was really enjoyable with that too. And the activities were really great, kept us on our toes. That's about it. And welcome back. My favorite buddy. Nice having him sitting on the side.
Okay, Mr. Deal, do you have any comments?
It's been a while, it's been over 2 months since I've been here.
I've missed you.
Brittany most people know, I had surgery for lung cancer the 24th of January. Still in the process of recovering. My lungs feel fine. My ribs still aren't real happy with me, but it's getting a little better day by day. It's good to be back. And to those who are retiring, I have been around here for so darn long. And I can remember Wendy Brown's name was Talker before she got married. That's a long time ago. Karen Lee, my kids all had her. High school. Our baby on the 30th of April is going to become a full bird colonel in the United States Air Force. He'll be 42 in August. So. These ladies have been around quite a while. I wish them absolutely the very best that can be bestowed upon them. God bless them both. God bless each and every one of you. It's good to see you.
Mr. Macon.
I'd like to thank everybody coming out, Kelly, the representatives from the Republican Party of Gary. Appreciate that. It's nice to see Mr. Deal. Praying for you that you continue your recovery, for full recovery. I'd also like to thank Dr. Shirley, Kim, and Yvonne for putting together a fantastic retreat. It seems like this is way better than all the other ones, rumor has it. So I do appreciate it. It really helps me out a lot. I got to meet the admin like I've never met before. I got to, start building some relationships with them. And it was a really good job, and I really appreciate you guys put that together. And then that's all I have. Thank you.
Mr. Wilkerson.
Thank you, Madam President. Just want to thank everyone for joining us this evening. I too want to echo my congratulations to Ms. Lee and Ms. Brown on their retirements. Nearly 60 years of service to Lake Ridge schools, and they will definitely be missed. And as pointed out, the math department is going to have some big shoes to fill. I also want to echo, the voices, in support and congratulations for a, wonderful retreat this past weekend. It's always great to kind of get out of our little bubbles, to kind of interact with people throughout the district. I had some great conversations with board members. Ms. Nash and I had, a nice conversation on, what motivates us, what, keeps us, kind of producing and chugging ahead, for our students here at Lake Ridge. And that it was just a great time. I think everyone was tired at the end, but was grateful for the time. And then just my last little aside is that construction continues to go for full steam ahead at the high school right now. The field house and auditorium are these big blank boxes of possibility. It's great every day. You just see a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. We'll have some detail here real soon on the sale of commemorative, pieces of the old field house floor. Ms. Kantarich and the athletic department will be spearheading that. So just stay tuned on our social media account, and we'll get that out real soon. Thank you, and you all have a pleasant evening.
Thank you, Mr. Wilkerson. Mrs. Trevino.
Thank you to everyone who came tonight. We appreciate it. It's good to see people in the audience. We did have a great board retreat. It was a lot of fun. I did want to make one note, President Osteen, was that the PD form, we're hoping to make that electronic next year, because what happens is we have to put exact cost on those. And sometimes the cost of the hotel has to be tweaked, or the people driving has to be tweaked. So unfortunately, since it's only on paper, we have to use whiteout. Otherwise, we'd have to be calling people up here all the time to sign new forms. So hopefully when that's made electronic, it won't have that. As far as the retirement, congratulations to Wendy Brown. this is a, well deserved. She's been in our district, I believe, for 31 years. And she's done an amazing service to our kids. And for Karen, it's a little bit more special to me because I have worked with Karen. She started the year before I started, so I won't say how many years she's been here. And so she's like a big sister to me, and she's always been supportive of our initiatives. For example, she was one of the first teachers to teach in the New Tech model, and she volunteered. And she's always been a tremendous leader and mentor to all of us at Calumet. She's like a mom to us. So she will absolutely be missed. I love her to pieces. So thank you, Karen, for all your years of service, and thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Mrs. Trevino. Dr. Shirley.
Education is a passport
To the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. That is a quote from Malcolm X. I want to give kudos. We had a teacher that was recognized this past week, Donald Lewis Thompson. He was honored and humbled to be selected as the recipient of the Katie Hall Educational Foundation's Merit of Distinction Award. For those that don't know him, he is a gospel pianist extraordinaire and a professional music educator, and he loves what he is doing on a daily basis. And so we just want to recognize that. If you see him, congratulate him on that. Food Services did the bulletin board this month for April. If you just check out, you'll see some of the programs that they offer. We want to give kudos to them for this weekend. They fed us dearly, and they were so professional. We had a great time in eating as well. As it relates to the school board retreat, I was so pleased that everyone was actively participating in the activities, because I always say you get what you put into something. That's what you get out of it. And everybody was just part, and we laughed the whole day as we were getting business done. And I want to thank Eric and Aaron. If you all start watching the pictures when you come in, there's a lot of activities going on in our district. We had a health fair this past weekend while we were doing the school board retreat at central office and here. We had a health fair that was put on by Dr. Beard that brought a lot of doctors from all across the country. And I understand it was well attended. I hate that we had the conflict so that we couldn't be there. You didn't know about it? And I don't, and we market it, we put it out there. So we have to do a better job, make sure that you will be reached. And so Aaron and Eric, thank you for keeping the board informed through pictures and service. So we appreciate that. I just want to say we're coming upon a holiday. Good Friday is coming up, so we'll be out of here April 18th, and Easter Sunday is April 20th, 2025. So however you celebrate Easter Sunday, what? Okay, I'll let you come back to that, okay? That is, however you celebrate your Easter Sunday, we wish you well. I want to say I had a beautiful meeting today with Preston and Preston Ruby and Lucy. Now, Lucy, pronounce that last name so we don't mess it up.
It's
Sadlowski. Okay. But through the two of them and Mr. Bacon's recommendation that we meet, we had some very good discussions on opportunities that we can bring together to help our community become part of what we're doing and hopefully find some financial savings. So we're looking at our next steps. This fits right along with our strategic planning, which I told you earlier, and some of the things that we talked about in the retreat this past weekend fits right in. So what we will do next is invite you into one of our work sessions with our leadership team and possibly with our board to talk about how we move forward in some of the initiatives that we talked about today. So thank you for the opportunity to meet with you today, and thank you for lunch. I appreciate that. Mr. Deal, you keep getting up And when you can't get up, raise your hand. So we love you, and we're just happy to see you. And it just feels so good to have Eric, you need to get a picture. All of my board members are here. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great Easter.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Shirley.
Oh, yes, she had to add to me.
Forget that, I learned testing starts tomorrow. And basically, we have testing going on until the end of the school year, whether it's iLearn, whether we have AP testing, so, and, the retest for iRead. So please make sure your students are getting a good night's sleep and coming to school every day until the last day of school. We need them here, and we need them well rested and to ace this test. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight. And I'd also like to say thank you to all of our generous donors, because like Dr. Shirley said, you could donate your money to anyone that you choose to, and you continue to donate to us. So thank you.
May 3rd is going to be this Broadway at Lake Ridge. Is that May 3rd? Yes. So you can purchase your tickets on Eventbrite. I believe there's also going to be an instrumental concert. I believe it said May 8th. And I'm kind of interested in that dodgeball tournament. I want to know if I can play.
It used to be my favorite sport.
It was my favorite sport. I'm surprised that you know dodgeball. Okay, and Louise, Dr. Shirley, and I did attend the National School Board Association Conference in Atlanta at the beginning of the month. Some of the sessions that I attended, Ready, Set, Govern, the work that you're supposed to do as a board member, which was a good refresher for me. The superintendent evaluation, different ways to do the evaluation, different formats, rather than just going by a rubric. One of my favorite sessions, a former DJ who is a superintendent did that, and it was called Groovy Learning, and we sure did groove.
We had, what was it? Conference karaoke. He did conference karaoke. So that, I think I learned the most there. And he very eloquently, he tried to fire his sister, who was a teacher in his district, because he said that she committed the cardinal sin. No, she did not sleep with a student. She gave up on a student, and she gave up on a student in front of him. So he reiterated the fact that it is never acceptable to give up on a student. We don't ever give up on children at Lake Ridge. Another session that was very interesting to me was how to spot groomers in your school setting. The facilitator that ran that class, they asked us, guess what you think the average age that someone will admit to you that they've been abused by an adult. Some people were saying 3, 6, 21. And much to my surprise, the average age of people admitting that they have been sexually assaulted or abused is 52 years old. That was an eye-opener. It was actually the best conference that I've attended in a while. They all bring something to the table, but this one was exceptional. The keynote speakers were good. We had Michelle Stockwell. She was the first female to lose a limb in the war in Iraq. And she graciously said if she hadn't have lost her leg, she would not have competed in 3 Ironman. She's a Paralympian. She won a medal in the Rio Paralympics. 3 United States female runners, they actually won 3. They won the bronze, the gold, and the silver in the Rio Paralympics. So she had a very positive outlook on life. The second day was Ravi, the guy he was the guitar player for Hanson, but he has a very good story as well. And then the last day of the conference, it closed off with the Bacon brothers, Kevin Bacon and his brother Michael, and they were very uplifting as well. And they also have a band, so they sang some songs for us. It was a nice conference, and then the retreat this past weekend was just the icing on the cake, and it was the best retreat that we've had in a long time. Sorry, Dr. Sherman, but it was, as he said, we were not going to get rock butt that day, and we did not. We were up and moving, and I really did love your designer first.
Now, you're gonna talk about the first, then tell them what you're talking about.
So the last activity of the day was we had to create an infomercial he gave us 2 items. They got a white bucket and we got a tray from the cafeteria. So Dr. Shirley decided that it was her designer purse. It was her favorite designer purse, and it was too funny because you know what kind of purses Dr. Shirley normally carries. To see her carrying a white bucket was really, really.
And this was for fun.
It was very fun. It was very fun.
Just about what we talked about today. Things that you raise money.
But all in all, I would say that our group we definitely hands down had the best pitch for our trade, the 4 in all.
I still have the song kind of in my head.
With that, I need a motion to adjourn. Motion by Mr. Buckley. May I have a second? Second by Ms. Neat. This meeting is adjourned.